Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Integration Quest MuleSoft Study Group. Glad to have everyone here today, and we're happy to have Rajnish back. He has come back to talk to us some more about MCP, but it's transitioning, it's changing just like everything. And I'm so glad that he's back here today with us to get us caught up on all the changes that are taking place. I'm going to intro a few things and then turn it over to him. So thank you, Rajnish, for being here. So everybody's been doing great with the Integration Quest Code of Conduct. We're going to keep that great track record of doing everything that our mom and dad should or would have told us to do. We appreciate that. I like to advertise out the library. We get questions every now and then. What happens to these videos? They go on the Integration Quest library. So go check it out. We've got all the archived videos out there for you. If you ever have hit a roadblock and need some help and need to get caught up, put in a special request. Let us know what you need. We do special requests all the time, and we'll be coming out with some more. We got another special request. I was just looking at it on the calendar, and it's going to be coming up in a couple of weeks. So go check that out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know if it helps you. We love helping people. So like I said, we have Rajnish here today, and I just want you all to help me give him a nice warm welcome for being here today. I don't ever read all these credentials here and everything. I don't know if anybody's noticed that or not. I don't read slides. I like to talk. I like to share with you all. The fact that he is willing to come and give back some of this expertise is such a huge help and such a huge blessing. And I just want y'all to help me give him a warm welcome. Thank you for being here. We got 25 plus years of experience, and you're giving back. And that's the important thing, because if he had all these credentials and he just kind of kept it to himself, what good would that be? So we're all learning together. So thank you for being here with us. I'm going to stop talking and stop sharing, so that way you can do that very thing and share it. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me share.
I'll keep an eye on the chat too as well, everybody. So like we've been doing, y'all just ask questions as we're going, so that way Rajnish knows we're all still awake, and I'll pop in. Kajabi doesn't have a hand raise emoji, so I'll pop in and be the hand raise emoji if there's a question, okay?
So can you see my screen?
I see it. Looks great.
Yeah, so first I would like to thank RJ to having me over here. I really always be delighted to present and share my insight of any this topic is. It is my honor to be part of this team, this study group. So let me give my introduction. Already you saw my introduction. I'm also running my own company. I'm City of Vantage Technology. I'm MuleSoft ambassador. You can connect me on Twitter, LinkedIn. You can also follow me on X and also YouTube. We have also our own YouTube channel. So today our topic is transform any API into the MCP server. So this is very interesting topic, and everybody talking about the MCP. Probably everybody know what is the MCP. Let me give a little background. So before jumping to this slide, I'm giving the little background. What is MCP? MCP is basically Model Context Protocol. Probably last talk we already talked a little bit about the MCPs. MCP basically, whenever you are communicating to any of your agent, there you need the context. And if you are coming through the API background, that is API is always be stateless. That is no context regarding with any of APIs. So that's why we need the extra layer whenever you're talking to the agent, which is we can expose through the MCP. MCP is Model Context Protocol. It's hold your context at certain level, so that whenever you are communicating with the agent and you are working on only one session, there your prompt is connecting all dot your previous prompt. That's where the MCP helping to communicate your agent is. So that's why it's very necessary for whenever you are exposing to the agent. First, you need to convert your API into the MCP, and then you can talk to your agent, and you can enable all your data for your agent is. So MCP support, you can expose your business logic, data, workflow, AI agent, so that to the AI agent, so that you can act on just observe. So these are the couple of points. Is get your system agent ready fast, because you no need to build from scratch. You are just reusing your API. That's why this topic is very important whenever you are talking like how I can use the existing API without worry what are the logic behind that one, and just export directly from your agent is. That's where this conversion or transformation need, and is very helpful for any of our developers. Second, enable agent to execute the workflow. That is also is thing is where you are enabling your agent to because you are using the agent to connect through the API through the MCP, and then you are driving all data from your underneath system. If you are coming to the MuleSoft side, we are going to the 3 layer for the MuleSoft is system layer, process layer, and experience layer. Wherever you are exposing your MCP, the data it is coming directly from the API into the agent, and then it is data-driven your things is. And then last but not least is, that is very important whenever you're developing, particularly in this current world, everybody is moving so fast, and then you want to get it enabled as soon as possible for your existing feature to the agent is, so that your customer will not wait for any further whatever you already built for that one. That's where MCP, as soon as you have an API and everything is ready, or you are reusing existing API, then just go to this process and it will enable within a few, I would say, the minute, and then you can enable that one, and then you can deploy immediately to your respective server, and then it's directly communicating with your agent is. That is where, and that's why it gives the unified information to all your enterprise system is. So production going very fast is. So it's enable your bring all MCP to the every APIs. There you are communicating with whether it is a CRM, ERP, database, SaaS, any application, accounting software. Already the API is already built for that, and some of, if you are coming to the enterprise side, you are building some logic on top of that. You are not using as it is, because if you try to use it existing API, probably it will not work what you are looking for based on your enterprise requirement is. That's why you build the new API, and there this conversion help you to convert your existing business logic API into the MCP and immediately enable your agent, so that your customer will not wait, and they will see the seamless experience across their environment is. So this is where context come. I just explained what is context is. There you are holding your context whenever communicating any of your talk. Suppose that whenever you are requesting any product information, what is the status of that one? The couple of questions you're asking to your agent is that you need whole context, so that your agent will give the right answer to your customer or to your partner. That is where it is very, very important. You have to store the context, what context your customer is talking. Suppose that I'm giving you one example is, suppose that they are talking is user. User could be the CRM user. User could be your ERP user. User could be your any logistic application, or any of those kind of thing is. User is across your board is, and all is defined a different way. Whenever you are talking without any context, your agent will get confused what user they are talking about, and that's why is where it's very, very much required for your application. They need to know your context, what context you're talking about. Are you looking for the CRM user? Are you looking for your ERP user? And that's where MCP come picture, that holding your user inform context, so that you can your agent know like what user you're talking, and then they are giving the right information to your customer is. So another thing is this also enable you create a secure, scalable AI ecosystem. Why? Because you are also building, you are apply the policy and all kind of like a security compliances, everything you are building around this API you already built, and now you are exposing through the MCP. So they are following along with all those changes whenever you are exposing to your existing API into the MCP. that is where it is help. You know what compliances I implemented for this particular API, what security level I implemented in this API, and that same thing I have to enable for the MCP. So if you look for the overall picture, is basically it's reducing your task, your thought process, almost like a half of your work is you don't need to think about that one is already, since you already did the hard work on previous your API, just you have to make sure that you are transforming existing API into the MCP, and then it will work like magic. That's what it is. That's where it is helping whenever you are using this feature, convert any API into the MCPs. Now let's jump on the demo. In this demo, I'm going to show how you can build any API and then any API transform into any API into the MCP. So let me stop this one, and I'm going to share my screen, other screen, so that you can see.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Great to see you. I came in late.
Hey again.
I flew in late. I was in a meeting. So yeah, I didn't want to miss it.
No worry. I mean, I can go again if you want to, like. But this is.
I've been here for a little bit. You're fine. Okay. I was like 4 or 5 minutes late, something like that. So I'm caught. Yeah.
You didn't miss that much then.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. So this is one API which I built, which I enable through the MuleSoft Anypoint platform. And there you can see whenever I'm hitting this API, you can get this response. This is a pure. You can get. This is a pure. Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah. There was a little bit of an echo. Try again. Do sound check.
Okay. So,
yeah. You're good.
Yeah. So this is a existing API which I built specifically for this demo. If you look for, these are the endpoint for this URL, which is a payroll contribution, and then we are hitting and we are getting a response. This is a stateless API. So there is no context, there is no information associated with that one. Whatever you are parameter you are passing, you are getting a response, and then you are getting a responses. So let's jump on the how we can build any of your, how you can convert this API into the MCPs. So the prerequisite for this demo, whenever you are trying, you have to make sure that you are working on ACB, Anypoint Code Builder, and you are working on the latest version of that one. So I think latest is 4.11 something I downloaded. And then you are working with the latest version of Java. That is also prerequisite whenever you are building. And this is how it will come. You need to install your plugin for if you are completely new from the Anypoint Builder, you make sure that you install the Anypoint Code Builder for MuleSoft, this package. And then you can start to see this option over here. It's a couple of options over here. Create agent, network, design, and API, everything is. So let's start from here, develop an integration. So now this is where we are starting. You have to give I just start with my IQ integration quest, MCP demo. And then you start with the empty project over here. And now this is going to at this location, MCP Code Builder. And now you can see like a latest version I'm running on over here. IQ MCP demo, create project.
That always worries me when it does that.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, let me think. Should I do that?
Hope so. There is
no. There it is.
Yeah, it takes a little longer time to load everything because my system is also a little slow, so it's loading. Yeah. This is a new one, and now some more thing will load. Like it will come to the where visit. You can see a start to sing how it will look like.
Does it have a loading something anywhere, or how do you know it's loading? I've worked with Anypoint Code Builder fairly enough, but I'm still trying to figure out where certain things are. Is there a way to see where what it's doing? Oh, bottom left. Yeah. Activating extensions. Okay.
Yeah, it's little slow.
Yeah.
That's why it's always little tricky whenever you are working any demo part, live demo.
Never fails. It's true.
I'm very scared. Like whenever I'm giving the live demo,
yeah. Well, this is always safe. You know, it's safe here. This is where we all have fun with that. You know.
Yeah.
That's right. That's what I told you. We just edit this out. If you're watching in the recording, you don't get to see this.
So you want to be here live for all the pitfalls, but if you're presenting in an event, you had better cut a recording.
Yep.
Like just say, and now for the demo, click, and it just runs beautifully.
Yep. This is still loading.
It is, yeah. Popping up there.
Hey Diane, how are you?
Hey Avinash, great to see your name here. How are you doing?
Doing good. While you're talking about demo, I remember like during our first demo,
Oh.
I was presenting the auto discovery and it never worked.
Yes, our very first meetup together in Charlotte. How many years ago now? Yeah, Avinash was trying to. Yeah, he was trying to do basic endpoint or embedded, you know, and he was doing auto discovery, and it would not connect.
Yep.
But you know, everybody understood, and hey, it made it memorable.
Right.
True stories.
So anybody in this understands.
Yep. Yeah, take note. And Madonna's here too. So Madonna, for any of your speakers, which Madonna is a new meetup leader in Chicago.
Congratulations.
Guys,
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So have your speakers, well, they're at a meetup. It's still going to be kind of like the study group. It's like, it's okay. We get it.
Yeah, now it is coming.
Oh, now it's loaded. Yeah, look at that.
Just see how it is hard whenever you are giving the live demo. If you have recorded, you know, like you can cut it down and then you so only whenever it start working. Now it is live demo. You have to wait for the load everything, and then you can start to giving those demo. This is what I was trying to achieve is over here. This is already I built for the one of the demo. If you notice, is I created a flow over here, the same thing where I stuck over here, and then whenever you are working, so here few things you need to know. First you need to create the connection. I can show you what kind of configuration you need to do. So this is a connection. You need to select over here. As soon as you start to creating, there is a two option over here. Make sure that you are selecting streamable HTTP server and listening config, and make sure that you are passing whatever the path you want to pass. Select the SSE by default, go with the default. And then this is server name you have to add, and then apply. For timing. So this is, you need to create this connection configuration. Second thing, whenever you are working on your MCP converting API to MCP, second part is over here, make sure that you give the name, whatever I'm selecting by ID. If you notice is Postman, I'm selecting as ID, and then you need to provide some kind of description because your agent know what exactly this API or this MCP is doing. That is an important piece is over here. So just I'm pointing out what are the important things whenever you're developing from API to the MCP. So there, and now this is another important piece of this whole puzzle is you need to pass the parameter schema, because if this is where you are telling your agent what kind of parameter I need to pass, like whether it is a string, whether it is a integer or those kind of thing. If you notice is this is a type of a string I'm passing. I'm giving a little description over here. It's very simple. Probably already familiar if you're developer or Java background or MuleSoft background, you already know this kind of thing we are doing. And properties, employee ID, we are passing this is a name, the passing we are employee ID, and then type is a string. So as soon as you're happy with this schema definition, and now another piece is what kind of response you are going to get is. So right now, I'm not putting any validation. I'm not adding any validation over here. Only whatever payload is coming, I just printing as a raw or getting as a. So I'm sending as a JSON and getting as a raw JSON. So these are the things. Once this is ready, once you configure this one, and now you are ready to save this one. And now you can configure over here as a get, because now we have to define how I need to call to the APIs. So here you are passing as a get parameter, since we are doing the get information, and we are adding this URL at this point is like a parameter is payload.employee ID, and then you are adding the endpoint over here.
Before you get too far ahead, Rajnish, Avinash had a question about parameters.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Rajnish, like if you go to the previous configuration, you were showing me that you were passing, the parameter schema, right? Like when you say parameter schema, is it specific to one resource in an API, or let's say if you have multiple resources, multiple types, like how would you do it?
Yeah, same thing. Like if you notice is properties.
It's just employee. Okay.
Yeah. So right now, one parameter I'm passing get method, but you can pass like you can define, you can validate even over here. This is very basic thing, but you can. So I want to pass another one. So you just copy another one, put the name.
Oh, okay. If you have a different resource in the API, you can just put it at the end after one object. Okay.
So that's you can add, or you have a different definition, or like it's kind of array you can also define. So it's very standard schema. In this particular resources, we are exactly following whatever the standard is. So it's not like a very unique thing is over here. So, and then you are, if you notice is at the end, we are doing like that, so that what are the different resources we are adding is mentioned over here at the end of the day, at the end of this file.
All right, got it. Thanks.
Any other question? I can move forward from here.
I don't see any more, but thank you, Avinash, for asking that. That's awesome.
And now here you are calling your APIs. I can pull that one over here too. Yeah. So if you notice is this is a URL. This is MCP. So this is what. So you need to pass this endpoint at this point. This is copy till here, and you need to pass as an endpoint over here. So if you get method, and you are passing as an employee ID as a path, and then you are passing as a body. There is nothing is body right now, and now you can go with it. So if same thing, you can look for advanced. If you want to do the more on the advanced side, you can add advanced, some more note and everything is. But most of the time you are playing at this point, and then the endpoint is at this point is your configure. This is since we are calling HTTPS payroll contribution, you are passing at this point. You are created the connection over there. So we are calling HTTP request, and host is this. Port is 443, and now API we are calling API employee. So if you notice is we are passing this information. So this is we created a connection first, and then you're passing all this information. So once everything is you configure and it look good, then what you can do it, you can deploy at this point. So you need to be approve this one. So at this point, I can show you directly where you can look into that already I deployed for this particular application. So right.
Rajnish, is this available for anyone having Anypoint platform, or is it specifically you need to get access to the agent fabric?
No, it is available for everyone. This is
Okay.
very open. Whatever I did the step, you just go ahead and this is a simple application. So this is an application I deployed over here. This is this is a basically API, and then MCP. This is MCP tool at this point is. So this is where you can deploy. You can start to seeing the deploying over here from as soon as you click this application. Like you can deploy it here. I will show you like.
Can you connect ACB to GovCloud?
Yes, you can do the ACP to GovCloud. The only thing is the challenge with the GovCloud is since I work with the GovCloud is you have to be first authenticate with your ACB. There is I don't know what kind of security level for the GovCloud is. Sometimes they don't allow to connect for the ACB if they have a high security enablement over there. If it is something is lower security level, then you can connect and you can deploy.
Okay, because I was looking at the settings of ACB, and I think the control plane did not show GovCloud, if I remember correctly.
Only thing is you need to just see how I connect this ACB with some simple Anypoint platform. Same way you need to connect. Only thing URL you have to connect with the GovCloud. You have to go, I think, in one of the configuration, you need to provide the specific URL if you want to hit to the any specific URL, and then you can connect. Because this is built standard URL, but you are connecting to the specific GovCloud URL, then you have to pass that URL.
Okay, thank you.
That's what my experience is. I never work on the high security but if it's a lower security, you can connect.
Okay, thank you.
Rajnish, would this work with on-prem? Like, would that be a deployment model which you can use? Like, we have the control plane in cloud, but the deployment is in on-prem.
No, on-prem, probably you have to upgrade. I don't know what version you are running, because that's the one prerequisite for this deployment is you have to be latest Java as well as latest Mule version.
Oh, we are on the latest one. We are using 4.9.18, which is the latest LTS version, and also Java 17.
Yeah, then probably it will work. I will try.
I'll give it a try. Okay.
Yeah, try that one and let me know. Even I want to learn.
All right, sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, because I did every time I did for only cloud version, and then it's working. And the only prerequisite is for you have to be latest version of this Java as well as ACB. And that's what it is. And then once it is here, like you can, once you deploy, you can say start to seeing over there deployment cloud 2.0. Make sure that you are deploying the cloud 2.0, private space and shared space wherever you want to deploy. And then once you deploy, it will come over here. And as soon as you deployed it running, then you can go over here. Make sure that you are selecting at this point is MCP, if you are familiar over here. And now this is the endpoint is coming. And make sure that you are connecting. As soon as you are coming, you have to pass that URL, because we configure this URL over here. Let me show you. At this point, we configure this URL here. At this point, we configure this one, /MCP, and then listening configuration. That's what we configure over here. And exactly, you need to pass over here the application /MCP, and then you can connect to your MCP. And then now you are passing this employee ID. As soon as you connect, this option will come get employee by ID, because we pass this get employee by ID at this level. Get employee by ID at this name, and the same thing it is coming at this point is get employee by ID. So you need to pass, and whenever you are running, you are getting a response like that. So I can make it a little bigger so you can see. So this is how it will look like. So this is how it will look like, and you can change your, let's change for 545, and then, sorry, and then you run again, and then you are getting a response, different response. So same thing you can change, and this is how you can access, you can deploy, and you can enable any API from here. Is this is what it is, a demo I want to show. It didn't work for the other laptop, so hope this understand how it is, everything is working. So you can make so many things over here. You can also add to the post side too, because this time we are getting a get, we are calling as a get. You can call to the post method, and then you need to define your schema at this point, is since you are getting that. That's a very important piece that you asked previously. There you have to define the multiple field, because you are posting and you are validating, like you want to string, you want to integer, or any specific character, something. So then you can define all validations, so that your MCP, whenever you are passing before hitting to your API, it validate your object, and then it hit to the API. So one level kind of validation happen at this point is whenever you are building an MCP based on the existing APIs. And make sure that you define whatever you are working on. Like this is very important, because your agent need to understand is what you are building. Yeah. So
what's the huge difference here, Rajnish? Like you directly calling the REST API endpoint versus having this MCP?
Yeah. This is huge. I mean, not huge. I would say is you need to understand how you're calling, because the two different world you are talking. One is they stateless, they don't know who is calling, how is calling, what different story history is behind that call is. But at this point, your application need to know what is the history behind that call is.
Okay.
The difference is that one. That's why we build all this thing is. That makes sense?
Yep. This is great, Rajnish. Yep. I'm still learning, so I'm sorry if I'm asking the basic questions.
No, that's fine. Like that's why even I learned from you. Yeah. RJ, this is now up to you.
Good questions and great demo. No hiccups that anybody's going to see in recordings, so don't sweat it. That was awesome, Rajnish. Hey, I promise you, if I had been sitting here trying to figure all that out, I wouldn't have anything sorted out right now. I'd still be all confused. So yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much. If anybody else has questions, we were asking questions as we were going. So if this is question and answer time, and thank you for answering questions too, Rajnish. Sanyong does have a question in the chat, and I'll go ahead and read it, because in the recording we can't see this chat anymore. So the question is, how can I implement fine-grained data governance in MuleSoft when exposing enterprise APIs as MCP tools? What are the best practices for use cases such as PI redaction and role-based access control? Good question.
Yes. So let me share again.
Okay.
I will show you how you can look into all this thing. This is very good question. I mean, this is a very, whenever you are working on like some of you guys working on the Gov Cloud kind of thing. So that is a important part of this whole. So whenever you are logging over here at this point is, if you notice is a couple of things over here, the new feature also coming. If you want to explore the different view of this Anypoint, this is a new look and feel you notice is, and there you have to all kind of things. So let's jump back to the compliances part. If you want to work on that part, go to the API manager. It's loading. And there is a two option over here. One is API part, which you already know if you are working, if you have a little experience from the API side. Is another part over here is whenever you are working on MCP, AI, and everything, this is where you need to know how you can apply those kind of things. So if you notice this is a couple of MCP over here and now you can add, suppose that this is one MCP, and you want to governance on the MCPs. So you can come over here, I select this one, apply policy, whatever policies you want to apply, add over here. At this point, now you have all option, whatever security and policy you want to apply. And this is where you can control your MCP and everything is. So this is where you have a much better control on your MCP and AI agent side, is so that you know like who is coming, who is hitting your MCP server. So that makes sense, and that's answer your question. Am I right?
Yep. Sang Young is saying thank you so much. So that looks like that answered that. Thank you for showing that too. Very good. Anybody else have any questions?
Good stuff, Rajnish. Good stuff.
Thank you.
You kept us in suspense, and we even had a chance to go down a trip down memory lane. And if it got cut from the video, then you guys need to come here in person and see things live.
Come to the live session. Right. Very good. Right. Well, if nobody else has any questions, then I'm going to go ahead and just give a sneak peek. But before I do, again, thank you, Rajnish. I probably said it 100 times, but I really do appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me over here.
It's been a year, and that's too long. So we need to do this more often, and it's been great. Hey, since that, last presentation that you did, we've got to meet in life, and I hope we get to do that again as well. So that was really cool. So
yeah, sure.
You're a great guy, and we appreciate you coming out today. I'm going to go ahead and just share real quick what we're doing next week. Next week, Francis is coming back, and he's going to go into part 2 of the custom policies. He's going to go onto another level with it, with the practical policy examples. We saw a little snippet of it last time he was out. So he's coming back to go on into it in full detail. So we'd love to have you all here and join us with that. And just thank you for everything. Everybody came in, asked some great questions, and we really appreciate everybody coming and joining with us and making this study group what it is. We love the interaction, and we hope that this has helped you. So if it has, put it in the comments. All right. I'm going to